Well, I'm getting ready to go out this morning. It's raining, so I'm going to take the Genesis GS29 today. Frankly, I feel like I might have on too many clothes. It's 59 degrees, raining, but it's 59 degrees, so it's pretty warm. So anyway, I'm going to try this bike out today, probably ride about 15 miles this morning. First of all, because I'm on this bike, it just works me a little bit harder and I don't quite feel like I need as many miles on it in a ride. And then secondly, just work and those things today. So ready to go. All right, well, I'm back. I rode just in 1 hour, about 11 miles. Well, I'm telling you, it was wet today, wet and windy. So the roads were not, I mean, there was like an inch or more of water on almost everything, which made pedaling pretty tough today. But I got that done. I did an hour. I came home a little bit quicker. I was planning on doing 15 miles and didn't. It was raining enough. I decided to cut a little bit short. I'm gonna go in and do some weights, I think, and finish off the day. So we're done. All right, well, I thought I'd do one more little section for today's bike ride video. Kind of, I'm calling it an afterthought, I suppose. Riding in the rain. It was very, very wet in this ride. The rain has kind of died down now. Just a little bit of breeze, but it was very, very wet today. One of the biggest issues there is with the ride like that is what you're going to do afterwards. You know, of course, what you're wearing. And I had a friend last year when I first started riding. I've probably been riding about 2 months, and I started in the winter. And last year was just kind of an unusual year. I rode almost every day, 4 to 5 times minimum a week. And you know, I almost never got rained on. And if there was rain, it was just real light. And so he asked me last year. He said, "You gonna keep riding in the rain? Are you gonna ride when it's raining?" And I said, "Yeah." I said that it seemed to me like the key to doing that was the right kind of equipment. If I had the right clothes to stay dry, and so that I wasn't cold and those kind of things, and stayed dry and well, then I could ride in the rain without any problem. And so today, here's what I'm obviously kind of still in the learning process of that. So today, here's what goes to happen. I had on 4 layers on my torso, 4 layers, and I was soaked all the way through all 4 layers. One of those layers was supposedly a rain, and it was the second layer down. I had on a windbreaker type of jacket that has, and I could say I even had 5 layers because the windbreaker jacket has a liner in it. But I had it on, and then I had on this new jacket that I just bought that was supposed to be rain resistant, and it proved to not work very well on a day like today. But today, I understand that this was not just a normal rain that I was in today, but I had it on, and then a shirt, and then like an Under Armour type of, you know, one of those that's supposed to fleece out the water away from your body, wick out the water away from your body, and keep you warmer. And I wasn't cold. That's not wasn't the issue of what the issue wasn't chilled or cold at all. It was just that I was wet all the way through. And mostly the problem with that is I have things, electronics like my iPad, and I have a watch, a Fitbit watch that I wear. I need to be able to have a way to keep those dry while I'm on the ride too. And so anyway, I had on, and all 4 of those layers are wet. So now I've got to figure out what to do with those layers of clothing when I get done riding. And what I've done so far, just in a day like today, of course, because of the rain, there's also road grime, that kind of stuff that gets on them. So I just threw them in the washer, just took right off of me into the washing machine, and you know, they'll have to hang to dry, but can't. But that way, then I immediately get taken care of them. The other thing that you have to do, and then I do also have, I'm just going to need to learn this. I do have a rain-proof jacket. It's a light jacket, but it's rubberized, and I kind of don't like to wear it that much, I think, because you know, I'll sweat in it. It is rubberized, and it doesn't breathe at all. But that's what I need to do on days like today, is I need to wear it. it's comfortable and all that. It's just that I will sweat a lot inside on it. But not as much. I won't be as wet on the inside with it on as I was today. Anyway, took the things off. The other thing you've got to do on a day like today when you're right is you've got to take care of the bike. You can't just get off the bike and go. So I took probably nearly a half an hour to carefully to dry my bike, and I use air compressors to blow off the air out of the cracks and creases and those kind of things, so I get that all dried. The air compressor that I'm using isn't a really powerful one, and so it doesn't, it takes several times for it to fill up, get enough pressure, go a little while, and then I've got to do it again and again to get this thing done, but to make sure that the bike is dry on this ride. So I'm not sure I've got all of the clothes. I still would like to have a rain-proof pair of riding pants. I don't have those yet. I see that they have them, I just haven't, or at least they supposedly have them. That probably works about as well as this jacket that I bought, I guess. And my gloves. The last Monday when I went out, it was raining, and I wore my motorcycle gloves. They're a winter type of glove, full fingers and all of that, and meant to, when you're riding on a motorcycle, keep your hands warm. The only thing is when they got soaked through, and when they soaked through, and then the black leather dye stained my hands and all that kind of stuff. I chose not to wear those today. I wore my bicycle gloves that are fingerless, and they're made to breathe, and of course they're wringing wet clear through, and so I may want to see about getting a different pair of gloves to wear. Again, it wasn't bad today because it wasn't cold outside. If it was raining and cold too, that would have been an issue. But anyway, so I'm done for the day. It was a good ride. I'm glad I did it. I'm not planning on letting the rain stop me at all. I'm going to do a little bit of weight training now.